So you're thinking about moving to Orange Beach, Alabama, Gulf Shores, and the surrounding area. Well, today we are going to talk about, is it a seller's market? Is it a good time to sell? Those are some questions that we are getting. So we thought we would dive into that in today's video. First time to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe button, and ring the little bell. That way you can be one of the first ones to learn about the current market conditions in Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, and the surrounding areas. My name is Aileen Fountain, along with my partner Andy Hollis, and our entire team. We do these videos each and every week just to be informative, just to let you know what it's like to live at the beach. So whether it's 9 days or 90 days from when you're thinking about making your move, give us a call, shoot us a text, email us, set up a Zoom. We would love to meet with you face to face. We get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day, and we absolutely love it. So as I mentioned, we are going to talk about a seller's market, if it's a seller's market, if it's a good time to sell. So we're going to get right into it. Getting the question, is it a good time to sell? So the market obviously has changed, definitely shifted since interest rates have gone up. Everybody knows that. But here's the deal. It's still a really good time to sell, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, take a look around. We are still very limited on inventory. Number two, we still have a lot of willing and able buyers trying to buy into this market. And so if you are, if you have the type of inventory that these buyers are looking for, which we'll talk about, they are still wanting to buy. And again, there's limited inventory. So there's not a ton of options for these buyers. Now, what I will tell you has changed is that buyers are not just jumping at, oh, it hits the market, I don't care anything about it, let me buy it right now, make a full price cash offer, sight unseen. That market is gone. But the truth of the matter is, even though transaction count is down, our actual sales prices are up. And that's just due to the simple fact that we have limited inventory. And so prices are continuing to creep up as long as it is in the inventory category that buyers are wanting. What are buyers wanting? They are wanting a property that is a little bit more turnkey. They're wanting a property that if they're going to move here and live here, they do want it to be in a good location. They want it to be in a house that they're going to be in for a while. If it's an investment property, which we still have a ton of investor buyers buying in our market right now. So what do these investors want? They want to know that the rental numbers are going to match what they're paying for the property. Now, we don't see the same returns that we saw 2-3 years ago, and investors are okay with that. But that they do have to line up to a certain degree that makes the buyer want to buy the property. So what I'm seeing as far as properties that are selling versus not selling, because we still have properties being listed that are getting multiple offers. So just so you know, I mean, it is still a seller's market in my opinion. Now, the properties that we see that are sitting are either fairly grossly overpriced. Buyers are not overpaying right now. They are digging their heels in, and when they hit the max that they're willing to spend, then they walk away and they go to another property. So properties that are sitting are likely overpriced, or their rental numbers aren't strong and aren't supporting the property the way a buyer would want. Or there's some other issue. Maybe the house needs quite a bit of work and the sellers still want the top of the market. So sellers do have to, be a little bit more aware of what buyers are looking for in order to get their property sold. But these properties, if you do check these boxes, your property will sell and you can still get top dollar for it. So I'll give you an example. I'm shopping right now. I've got buyers that are looking for a Gulf front house. I mean, their price point's up to $3 million. And you would be surprised how hard it has been to find this property when you're talking about a $3 million budget. Well, again, we just don't have a ton of inventory. And so if it is priced, anywhere in that 2 to 3 million range, they've got the rental numbers that support that price. So you're competing with multiple buyers that want that. And it's crazy, but you're also competing with cash buyers. So, we're at that time in our year in the spring where you've got a lot of rentals on the books. Well, buyers and investors see that. If you've got your calendar's booked out and you've got all these rentals on the books, you could have $150,000, $200,000 worth of rentals on the books. Well, that's really attractive to buyers right now. So as long as the property doesn't need a ton of work, as long as the property is priced pretty well in the market, it's going to get multiple offers on it, and it's going to sell pretty quickly. Now, if it is priced on the high side and it needs work and it doesn't have a lot of rentals on the books, it's probably going to sit. And I've seen some of them sitting on the market, and that's exactly why it's sitting on the market. So scale it back to, different category. You want to move here, right? You're looking at the inventory. We're still very limited on inventory in our market. So you could be overpaying for a house that you really don't like. Well, buyers aren't willing to do that right now. So again, you as a seller, if you fit that category, say you're in a house in an established neighborhood, you've got a pool in the backyard, you've got a pretty well turnkey house. You put that house on the market and it's not overpriced. You don't just grossly overprice it by 50, 60, 70K. Your house is going to sell, and it's going to sell quickly. So anyway, there's a lot more details that we could go in. And obviously, if you're thinking about selling your property, it is going to be very specific to your property. What boxes does your property check? And is it going to be what buyers are looking for? But the big key right now is do not grossly overprice your property. It will sit. If you want to price it within market range, chances are you're going to sell it. If you want to price it even somewhat aggressively, you're going to get multiple offers. And I guarantee you, somewhat aggressively in this market is still so much better than even 2 or 3 years ago. So no, we're not in the market of 2021, but we are still in a very active real estate market. So that's going to just about do it for today's video on seller's market. And if you were interested in listing your property here in Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Foley, the surrounding areas, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We would love to help you. We would love to help you dissect exactly where you need to be from a price point, and if there's anything that you need to do to the house to get it ready to put on the market. So that's going to just about do it. We hope you liked the video, and until next time, we hope to see you around town.